Good day, man. I'm Akiode Olasukomi Kudus. I remain your humble real estate agent and a sales advisor. I welcome you to my YouTube channel for today's session. And today we'll be exploring the areas where one can invest when it comes to real estate land investing. When you approach some persons and you tell them come and invest in real estate, they ask you where should I invest? So today we'll be exploring the areas where we should invest in landed properties. Investing in area where the population are moving towards in Lagos can offer several benefits. Benefits such as potential for growth, higher property value, business opportunity, increased tenancy, yield, business development, community development, and many more. Now let us categorically explain this point one after the other. Looking at the potential for growth, areas experiencing population influx often see increased demand for housing, infrastructure, and services. These services present opportunities for real estate developers, business, and services. What does that mean? In areas where population is moving is good for a what is open prone to a potential growth, because the more population are moving towards this area, the more there will be demand for housing, and demand for housing means demand for more land for housing in order to bridge the gap between deficit housing. So you see, when you invest in this kind of areas where the population are moving, it means you're investing in a good area, good environment, and your money is secured, because more people in these areas guarantees more need for housing, and more need for housing guarantees more demand for land. Yes. And number two, increase in property value. As demand for housing rises in these areas, property value tend to appreciate, offering potential for capital gain for real estate investors. You see, as more people are moving into these areas, as the demand for housing increases and demand for land increases, the rental value in that axis will rise up when we look at the law of demand and supply. Because when the demand increases and we have a shortage of supply, definitely the price will be forced to move up. Same thing happen in real estate. When we have more demand for housing and it leads to more demand for land, and we have a short supply of land, the property value in that axis is prone to increase in value over time. So investing in these areas guarantees you 100% ROI for your money and is secured. Now looking at business opportunity. Growing population create opportunities for various businesses, including retails, restaurants, healthcare, facilities, education institutions, which thrive in areas with growing customers. As population moving towards these areas, as demand for housing increases in these areas, as property values tends to increase in these areas, there will be more opportunities for businesses. Areas where people are moving, definitely there will be demand, or there will be need for social activities. There will be need for facilities, there will be need for infrastructures, and most of these facilities, infrastructures, need land for them to be built on. If you want to build a restaurant, people will need a restaurant, they will need hotels, they will need bars, and all of that. Where population are moving toward, when you invest in this area where population are moving this toward, it creates business activities, and these business activities requires land. So it is wise for every smart investor to look at the areas where population are moving for them to invest in. Now looking at increased rental yield. With more people moving into an area, rental demand typically increases, leading to a higher rental yield. When you have two or more people, when you have three or more people demanding for a house at the same time, definitely the price will move up. So having having housing investment in these areas means more crazy money for you in real estate for Lagos, because more people are moving into that area, there will be demand for properties, and as a smart investor, this is the time to invest in such areas in order to cash out crazily when that time comes. Now, community development fosters a sense of belonging and increasing the quality of life for residents, which can further drive demand for properties and services in these areas. What community development would give a sense of belonging to the what people staying in that houses. When all these things are in place, people are experiencing a better life, a good standard of living. They tell their colleagues, they tell their friends, they tell their families, oh, my area offers this and this, my area offers social facilities and the likes of it. And now it's this what prompts them to also move into that places, into these areas, into this environment, which is what is good for what real estate. Because when you move in free advertisement for an indirect free advertisement, because they themselves call in more people into that area, and as more people are trooping in, there is what demand for good life. There is demand for what housing, and at turn, this also leads to what increase in demand for housing and facilities for what people to stay in. Then overall, investing in areas where population are moving is a strategic decision, because it has a potential for long-term profitability when it comes to what real estate. I've gathered the right places for your investment in Lagos. All you have to do is make a comment in the comment section below, and I will roll out the places where you can invest your money in real estate. Thank you for staying through as I look forward to receiving your questions. See you in my next video. Bye.